to my channel. I'm Heather Stamper here, and it's kind of an overcastish day, so, lights, yeah, meh. So I'm glad you made it here today. Today we're going to be looking at part of my happiness project and about what the 12 commandments are and what kind of lessons that I am supposed to be going through. Now, again, I am using Gretchen Rubin's happiness project as a framework. I'm not doing everything exactly the way she did it because I am my own person. But I've been doing a lot of reading and research about being an obliger and what that means and how to motivate myself. And so that stuff's coming. But I thought I'd give you guys a little overview about what the commandments are. And then Gigi, he has his own commandments. It's called Sing the Song of My People during the video. Yeah. Oh, goodness. The bird's out there. He's seeing them from the window and he's not happy about that. All right. So the 12 commandments, according to Gretchen Rubin, the first commandment: be Heather. This means accepting who I am, my likes, my dislikes, and what I am willing and able to do and what my limitations are. That can be kind of a struggle, because nobody likes to admit that, there's something that they can't do. But, if we don't know what our limitations are, we're just going to be more frustrated, right? So be Heather. The second commandment: let it go. And I'm not just referring to the certain song by a certain Pixar Disney movie. It's about keeping things in perspective. What's most important? What battles are you willing to fight? And as a teacher, we have to pick our battles daily with the students, as far as, when you have that kid that is just going to dig in their heels and not do their work. And it's like, okay, so what's the bigger battle to fight here? Do we need to have every single problem on the page done? Or are we more concerned about the fact that he's, staring cross-eyed at the other kid? So letting things go, letting the less important things go. You can always come back to that later. Commandment number 3, act the way I want to feel. Well, if the goal is to be happier, then I have to act like I'm happier. It's kind of like one of those fake it till you make it type things. That doesn't mean, that toxic positivity or anything like that. It's like there's times where, yes, you should be mad or concerned or, upset about things. That's normal. But if I'm consciously making an effort to be more positive and be more happy, if I put that on an outer front, then I'm going to be more likely to feel it on the inside. So, commandment number 4, do it now. No nagging. Long story short, no nagging. And this isn't so much for, like me at home with my husband or anything like that. This has to do more with me nagging myself. Like I said in my previous video, I am my own worst critic. So if I'm kicking my own rear end as far as, oh, why didn't you do this? You should have done it this way. Or now look what you've done. It's like, that's not constructive. And it same goes with the classroom as well. It's like you're going to get more out of a student when you're not, constantly yelling at them. It's like, well, you did it again, go clip down, or whatever your system is. So yeah, do it now. No nagging. If it's something that can be done quickly, then just do it. If not, put it on the list of things to do. I like lists. Commandment number 5, be polite and be fair. I'm going to talk more about that one further on with a different commandment, but it's pretty much self-explanatory, right? It's like, be polite to others, remember your manners, and try to be fair with everybody. It's like give equal opportunity to listen, repeating back. So what I'm hearing you say is da, 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 da. Commandment number 6, enjoy the process. This one I believe I'm already doing, but this is kind of one of those things is like you don't know until you really focus on it. When you have a larger goal that you're trying to get to, that end product, it's the steps you take along the way, the friends you make along the way that makes it worth doing. So enjoying those steps, even when they're setbacks, and how to work around it to get to that end product or end point. Enjoy the process. Commandment number 7, spend out. What does that mean? I had to look that one up because I'm like, economics, man, paying the bills. Okay, do that. This isn't so much about money. This is about giving to receive. And it doesn't have to be material things necessarily. It could be, it's like giving a compliment to receive a compliment. Now, this does not necessarily mean that if you do something nice, somebody else is going to do something nice back to you. You have to kind of go into it with the attitude that you do something nice for somebody and they may not be in the headspace to do something nice back, or it may not occur to them, may not register with them that, oh, I should do something nice for this person since they did something nice for me. It's not contractual. Okay, so got to keep that in mind. Commandment number 8, identify the problem. If there's a conflict, what is the real problem? Sometimes we get caught up in the details and then we just lose the plot of the problem. So if you can identify what the problem is, chances are you're going to be able to find a solution that much quicker, something that is fair and satisfying to both parties or all the parties. Commandment number 9, lighten up, smile more. Again, this goes along with that fake it till you make it thing. It's like if you try to force a smile, you're going to look like a goon, or at least I do. Maybe not so much for you. But, if you try to walk into a room with a smile, or even with just like a relaxed expression on your face going into like a tense situation, like say that evaluation or observation is coming up and you are nervous as all get out because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you have it planned, but plans only go so far. And it's all those little things that you don't count on. That's when it pops up. But if you go in with a relaxed expression or a smile, it's going to bring your anxiety level down, and it's going to, help that fake it till you make it thing. It's like so that you can go in and be like, I look calm, therefore I exude calmness, and therefore I can be happier. All right, commandment number 10, do what ought to be done. All right, this one sounds easy enough to do, but this one can actually be quite challenging for a lot of people, especially if they suffer from mental issues like depression, anxiety, or other things. It's like we know what needs to be done, but we may not have the energy or the spoons, if you do the spoon theory thing, to make that happen. So like, for example, I know the mail needs to be checked every day. My email, mailbox, things like that. But my problem in my mind is, in my head, I'd be like, if I check the mail, I'm going to find something that I don't like. I don't want to check the mail. I just want to avoid it. Or, oh gosh, there's that bill I wasn't looking forward to, and now here it is. Ugh. In my brain, my logic process tells me that I know that it's not going to go away. But because of my life experiences and so forth, it's like, if I don't open that box, it's not there, and therefore I can buy myself another day or two of peace and tranquility. It's still there. It didn't go away. And the sooner you deal with it, the or solve that problem of whatever it is that you're holding back on, the easier your life's going to be, theoretically, of course. Commandment 11, no calculation. See, this is about that spending out thing and being polite and fair. So what that means, calculation, is it's like the equivalent exchange thing. If you know Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, if you've never watched it, it's an amazing show. It's an amazing anime. They have this thing called equivalent exchange, where you give up something to receive something of equal value. If you're trying to make something with alchemy, you are basically giving up a part of what that is so that you can receive the part that you need to make the thing. The equivalent exchange sounds all nice and neat and pretty packaged, right? But life doesn't work that way, does it? Mm-mm. You know, it's like you can do one of those pay it forward type things, and it's like, oh, I bought the coffee for the person behind me. That doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is going to buy, do the pay it forward back to you. That doesn't make sense, right? That seems like the easy part. But what if it's somebody that you know and somebody that you interact with on the regular basis? You do something for them, but either in their headspace or in their mind, they don't think to, reciprocate. You've got to be okay with that. Okay. You have to be kind for kindness' sake. All right. And that's a hard one for a lot of us to wrap around. Is like, well, I did the dishes. Can't you do the laundry? No, that's not how that works. Okay. I mean, all things being fair and equal, yeah, it would work. Equivalent exchange. But there really is no such thing. If you watch the show or read the manga, you're going to know. And finally, commandment number 12. There is only love. What does that mean? Well, the things that you do for love or out of love. When you are given situations that are hard to handle, look for the love in that situation. It's kind of like the Mr. Rogers principle. Look for the helpers, look for the love. Okay, so that's my interpretation of the 12 commandments. And I still have a lot of more research to do, but I wanted to give you guys a little status update about things that I've been noticing and focusing on to figure out my happiness project. So I'm excited. I'm still pretty pumped about it. So if you like these type of videos, please click like and subscribe and ding-a-ling the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.